or whatever. But that stock and that former runner, which is
I did Amazon, I did eBay, I did Shopify, I had brick and mortar businesses. Follow me right now as my main objective every day is to try to make money from the stock market. I'm on the road to 3 million. This episode, I'm not sure what it is, but this is just an intro. And right now you can see me break down videos on here on my YouTube. Look at the books, check everything out, and be in touch. Message me through here, Twitter. Get up with me. It's going to be a phone number, an email, and we can talk about any subject, stocks, crypto, what we need to in business. Let's go.
stock and that former runner, which is pretty much every former runner, that's going to give me that indication to say, okay, this name can run, right? Unless it's fresh, unless it's an IPO or something of that nature, right? And again, I'm going to post a screenshot of RGC. I was watching it as it went from 0 to 5 to 25 just 2-3 weeks ago, right? So of course I knew it could run after a split, right? Of course it had the potential to go to whatever. I didn't even check it after hours, but it might be up in the hundreds at this point, right? 70s, 80s. I'm sure it went back up that way. But I've showed that on a few videos. If you watch closely, those are the stocks that I'm looking for to run, right? Not just random penny stocks, not just big caps. And again, today was the day where there was maybe 9 different stocks moving opposed to last week when it might have been just 2 or 3, which at sometimes that can be better, or let's say easier, right? But again, with RGC running like that before the past month, of course I was looking for it to run again. Of course, I didn't know where it could go, but I knew it could go, right? And that sometimes is all you need. That's all the confirmation you need to play some of these, to say, okay, I'm willing to put risk on in some of these stocks. And RGC can be a video in itself that I'll probably make at another time. Like I said, I have some stuff saved that I was planning to make a video on it anyway, but it split and did its thing today, and I was safe and cautious, but I still wanted to go and take profits and be aggressive. So for me, coming into the market, the only stocks I was looking at today was oil, gas, energy, power, stocks related in that aspect, right? That's literally was the only names I was looking at, even continuation from last week. So for me, coming in the day, that's the first thing I'm looking for pre-market. And what do we see? That's the first thing that started going. LSC, energy. There was another stock, DW, I think KN. It went 500% within the first couple minutes at 7. At that point for me, it was too much going on. I decided not to even play that stock and just jumped in some other stocks, right? But at the same time, I did see that momentum continue from energy. Husa, that was another name, gas company. That stock went up, faded, coming into 7. So I kind of looked at it like, all right, well, we might have to switch, we might not, but at the bottom line, that was a sector, right? Same thing back in 2021, when the Ukraine thing popped off, 2021 or 2022. When that popped off, all these same names started to rally, right? But it got choppy, it got bad, and I'm seeing right now on Twitter, that's what a lot of traders are saying. Oh, I got chopped up in this name, I got chopped up in that name. For me, I already knew that could happen. That's what was happening Friday, Thursday, the past week. So I took it lightly, but I still looked to take profits. I still looked for the market to go, and it did. So coming into them names, at 7, it was crazy. I ended up taking a break at 7, 45 or 50? Because I knew coming into 8 o'clock, we were expecting stuff. I knew that we would be expecting some more momentum. So I took it slow, but I also looked to execute effectively. I looked to execute with precision and take profits and everything. Not trade as if though, it's not gonna be too choppy. Let's see, I'm live right now, only at the phone, but yeah, long and short, that's what I did. That's what I looked for. I looked for good names, but at the same time, I knew that it could be very speculative coming into this weekend, coming into this week, from last weekend, especially when you see that's what's on every trader's mind is what's gonna happen. What's this? What's they start speculating. For me, I'm looking to still take the same type of plays, maybe a little less size, maybe get out a little faster, but at the same time, that's what it is, right? So at the same time, that's what it is, and that's what I did. Executed. I ended up taking another trade in the market, but I still got out quick. I still made sure I ran off with the money, opposed to holding the bag in a day like today. That's you're liable to get chopped up. The S&P ran, everything else was kind of running, but who's thinking that? Obviously, right? Yeah, I'm recording this, so it's Monday the 16th. Everything's going crazy. You know, a lot of stocks moving, a lot of stocks rolling. I already had traded a lot today. I mean, more than I would want to, but at the end of the day, when it gets times like this, the market gets so volatile, right? So, long story short, when I came in today, pull this up. So, I'm looking at all energy and oil stocks, simple and plain. Like, simple as that, right? If you're looking at anything other than energy and oil stocks today, you're doing something's off in your trading. Because I mean, mind you, there's gonna be an outlier or two, right? That might have crazy volume or whatever, but it's gonna be related to everything like this, right? So when I sat down and seen this, $2 to $14, right? That's 473%, right? So we're talking about at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Obviously, not many people other than whoever rigged these things could make 20,000 going to 140,000, but somebody did, you know. Um, Bottom line, that's just what it is. So, you know, I looked at this, RCON, played this got crazy. I mean, you see this one from 3 to 5 and then literally back down to 3 within the matter of no time. But it's some type of energy, I think, or I'll have to look at it. Oil something, right? 60%, then right back down. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to be very precise and be on point in days like this because although there is like so many opportunities, and it's the audio is gonna pause here and there because I'm looking at my other computer that I actually trade off of. This one is just a monitor I'm recording, and you know, you just see that you have to be careful. Days like this, that's why I'm even making the video. There's so many other stocks I wanted to review and do videos on. This being one of them, but that's the main point I'm making. You have to be careful days like this because if you're new, I mean, I empathize with new traders because if you're new and you're just swinging on days like this, it can get very ugly very quick. It got ugly for me quick. I just pulled out. I took a lot of gains in RCON. At the top, basically, I had a very big gain on it and just took the money out, right? So I was good and actually profited, but I actually stepped back at what was it, 740. I stepped back and stopped trading because I knew, okay, 8 o'clock's coming. There's gonna be some stuff rolling, but for me, it just wasn't worth it to sit in here and really swing because anybody can get FOMO. I talk about that all the time. That's the main thing in trading that to me is a lot more important than certain technicals and this and that. If you get FOMO, you're just gonna swing and be buying stuff. You're gonna get destroyed. No matter what technicals you know, no matter what fundamentals you know, no matter what indicators you know. If you FOMO into every stock, you're just gonna get destroyed. That's just the bottom line. whether you're short or long. You know what I mean? Especially on days like this. So sometimes you got to sit back and watch. Sometimes I'm watching. Let me go back here while it's still going. Look at that. We were just on this stock from 7 back up to 12. That's almost 50, right? 7,000 up to 12,000 in a matter of minutes, you know? But I could see this going right back. It might go up towards 14 or 15, but it's going to get cracked again. And it might go further than that. But it's not clear, right? It's not clear. It's not a plus setup, as we like to say. So for me, it's like no matter what it's going up or going down, it's still not the best idea for me to trade it. That's the bottom line. Looking at a stock on my other computer right now that I might take, actually setting up real nice. I should have took that. So yeah, I'm watching another stock on my other computer that I should have took. I see it. I was a little hesitant on it. I still might get into it, but I can't chase. That's not gonna help you at all. So I'll just watch it. Looks alright though. And then I'll pull it up. And that's the thing too on a day like this. You have to be quick. You have to be on your toes. Like you can't, as this is going up, what's the word I'm looking for? You can't hesitate. You can't hesitate because those big gains you see might be in the wind in a second, right? So you have to pull the trigger just like you have to be patient. When you have your target though, you have to pull the trigger. You have to hit it because if not, it's gonna move without you, right? That's what I'm looking for. It just is bottom line. It's gonna move without you. You know, this one might do it again, but if you're gonna decide and say, hey, I'm pulling the trigger on this in this area, I mean, you have to do it. You can't wait until it pushes up here and you got quote unquote confirmation or whatever they like to say. You don't. You don't at all, right? All you have confirmation is at that point is that the move might be over. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you have to make that move. You gotta hold them. You see what I mean? And that's the bottom line. If not, you might just be chasing. And we can't chase any of these stocks. None of these stocks are worth it to chase to me. None of them. No stock in general. But definitely not something like this. Look at this move again. From 2 to 15. So it's RGC resumes right here. Went to $80, right? So if you see in that last video, the first video, oh man, 82. We were right around here at 30. This the power of a former runner right here. You know what I'm saying? It literally is about to triple right now. So up 180% from here, from the 30s. But I mean, we were looking at it all morning. I didn't touch it. I was too late to the party for this one. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, when I was already in the other stocks and got profit, I saw this. This could be very dangerous. It could have just dropped. You know, but right now I could say I've seen stocks like this, HKD, that went thousands of percent. So you never know. But I seen it halted. I was already in, what was it, SONM? Let's see, and a few earlier. But yeah, I just came back to show this. So May 12th, what was it? It wasn't here at 9, but it split. So it was at 300 something. I have the screenshot for that. And the stock just kept going up. It went past, what did it go to, 750, I think, or let me see, 5 something. Let me see. Yeah, and it split. But I mean, look at this, 700%. So, I mean, end of the day, you see how these stocks can move. You have to be quick though, especially in a stock like this. You can dip buy it. I'm not recommending anybody to buy it unless you're quick. But I mean, right there, I know there's people shorting it here. I know there's people dip buying. You see what I mean? It's quick though. I'm gonna play the stock probably if it can get back to certain levels today, but if not, I'll say, I'll leave this one. The volume was low. You see the market cap is so high, floats high, but stocks like this, they can just get overcrowded and go on low volume. The highest I've seen stocks go when they squeeze sometimes is from low volume. You know what I mean? It's not from the ones that are 100 million. They squeeze obviously, but I could see stock like this just going. Or it can drop up here, start playing this game again and go later. Who knows? I know I'm looking at it. You know, I know everybody's looking at it right now. So